Welcome everyone to Practice. I'm Kimberly. Today's class is Inertia to Energy. So we're gonna hit the mat and go right into 5 rounds of a repetitive type of flow that is just gonna wake your body up. I think it's fun. The challenge factor is there, but it's nothing that's going to overwhelm you or tire you out because there's going to be more to come. But I want us to build this fire and heat to then take us deeper into our practice, more of those familiar poses that we can really use what we built up and find a little more release or deeper work, or perhaps just more awareness of the breath. Before we start, I just want to let you guys know that my headset is broken, so the audio is not as good as I typically have it for my classes, so I apologize. Hopefully that'll be fixed very soon. If you enjoy my class content today, please like and subscribe to my channel. You can leave me any questions or comments below. I always love to hear from you. So let's get started. Like I said, we're gonna get going right away. So let's begin in tabletop and find 3 to 5 rounds through cow and cat. Noticing how the spine feels in relationship to the pelvis, maybe the shoulders there. And then find a neutral spine. We're going to take our right leg back. So I'll call this bird dog, but I want you to bend your right knee and just pulse the thigh up, the heel up for about 6. So you're turning on the right glute. Doesn't have to be a big range of motion. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Just turning on that right glute to drive knee to chest. We're going to use it, pick up your back knee, and then come halfway forward, thumbs to heart, stabilize from the right sitting bone, warrior 3. Take an inhale there, and now we're going to come right back to tabletop, right hip extended, bend your knee, and then little pulse, and then step it forward, inhale, warrior 3. So that's 2, we're gonna do 4 more. Inhale, bird dog, hamstring curl, exhale, warrior 3. So turning on that right glute, right at the sitting bone. Got 1 more. Good, and then step it forward, warrior 3, inhale. On your exhale, curl your left toes under, come up for crescent lunge. Lengthen the spine, lift the torso. And we're gonna come to a high pyramid, so plant your palms down. Stay high in the ball of the left foot and just straighten your right leg. Take an inhale, lengthen the front spine, and then fold in on your exhale. So we'll pause here just for this first round. Breathe into the back of the leg, maybe through the right side body, low back. Take 1 more full breath. And then come to your runner's lunge. Inhale for crescent. Open your arms and twist to the right. Take an inhale, right hand down the muscle of the back leg. Keep your chest open for easy twist exhale. Nice and slow so you're not just falling into it. Breathe in here. On your exhale, plant your palms and step back to plank. And then here's our Vinyasa Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then downward facing. Ripple forward, come down to tabletop. Find maybe 1 cow and cat. And then come right to neutral. We'll extend the left leg back and bend your knee. So every time we extend the leg, we'll find this. And then just pulse up for about 6, 5, 4. Just turning on the hamstring, the glute, 2 and 1. And then drive thigh to chest, step it forward, push your left foot, hands to heart. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, Bird dog, little lift of the foot, and then step it forward. Warrior three. 4 more. Just finding your rhythm here with your breath. 2 more. Last one. Hold your warrior three, inhale. Bend into your left knee, crescent lunge, exhale. And then get your hands down, stay behind the ball of the right foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then fold forward. You can straighten the left knee a little or a lot. And then inhale for runner's lunge. Push into your foot to come up. Open arms, twist to your left. Exalt, inhale, left hand down, muscle of right leg. And then slowly keep the chest to the left. Reach right hand down. Breathe in. Plank pose, breathe out. Hinge forward, breathe in. Chaturanga, exhale. And then up dog or cobra. Downward dog. So we're gonna add on every round. Some rounds we won't, but I'll keep you in the know. For this one, I'm gonna give you the option from your tabletop. You can keep your knees down or hover the knees, and that's just gonna make it a little more challenging. I'm gonna start that same way. So lift through the right heel. Take an inhale, we won't pulse, but then left, right knee to chest to step down. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, lift from the right heel. Left knee can hover or not. Warrior three. Let's just find one more. Inhale, so 3 of those. Warrior three and pause. And then we're gonna tap our left ankle to our right calf. So it's like we're in chair pose. Hug your right hip in, and then inhale to warrior three. Now reach your arms forward on your exhale. Curl your left toes under, and then straighten your right leg and stretch your chest out. Bend into your right knee. Inhale, crescent lunge, open arms, twist. And then exhale, reverse. Take a breath in. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Now, stretch your left arm forward. Plant that hand, chaturanga. Right arm forward, inhale. Try not to open your right hip. Bring that hand down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Downward facing. Tabletop. Maybe hover the knees, lift the left heel, breathe in. 3 of these, step it forward. Warrior three, tabletop. You might exhale as you transition. Inhale, warrior three, and pause. Take an inhale, tap right ankle to left calf, chair. And then stretch your arms forward, leg back, warrior three. Curl the toes under and come to a high pyramid as you lift your belly, left hip back. Take a breath in. Open arms, twist, exhale. Inhale, exalt. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back to plank. Left arm forward, inhale. Hand down, chaturanga. Right arm forward, inhale, pause. Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. And then down dog, exhale. Take a full breath. Hover knee, tabletop, option or set the left knee down. Lift from the right heel. Exhale, warrior three. 2 more. Pause in your warrior three. Tap the calf. Sit in chair. Inhale. Arms overhead, warrior three. Keep the torso. Keep reaching forward. High pyramid. Inhale. Bend into right knee. Open arms twist. Exhale. Exalt. Take a breath in. And then we'll just tap our elbow to our knee. Keep your chest open. And then inhale, exhale. And then cartwheel your hands down. Single-legged plank option. You can set the foot down, left arm forward. Inhale. Keep the right leg lifted if you want, chaturanga. Inhale to plank, maybe right arm forward. Woo! Bring that hand down, chaturanga. Maybe single-legged upward facing dogs, really working your balance. Down dog, exhale, working your core, shoulder stability. Tabletop, second side. Lift from the left heel, inhale. Drive the thigh to chest, step on it, exhale, warrior three. 2 more. Warrior three, inhale. Tap the calf, exhale. Reach forward, leg back, inhale, and just pause in your pyramid variation. Exhale, halfway forward. Bend into the left knee. Inhale, open arms twist, exalt. Exhale, tap right elbow to the knee. Go back to leaning up and back. Inhale. Plank pose. You can keep the left leg lifted, but first right arm forward. Hand down, chaturanga. Back up to plank, maybe left arm forward. Try not to open the left hip. Chaturanga. Single-legged up dog or set the foot down. Down dog, exhale. So hopefully you're finding your rhythm there. Come back to plank. And then knees down or hovering. Lift the right leg. Take an inhale. And then step it down, lift up to warrior three. Twice more. So not being sloppy, but moving a little more quickly. Warrior three, inhale. Find that chair top of the calf. Warrior three, arms overhead. And then keep the torso and arms pyramid. Bend into your right knee, open arms twist. Exalt, breathe in. Just tap left elbow to knee, breathe out. Come back up, inhale. Exhale, plank. Option, keep the leg lifted, left arm forward. Hand down, chaturanga. Plank, maybe right arm forward. Hand down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Come back to plank and then side plank on the left hand. So we're going to find some full range of motion of the shoulder. Take your hand behind your head and then sweep the arm back. Take the palm behind your back. Twice more, hand behind head. Sweep the arm alongside you. Palm behind heart. Behind head and pause. Take an inhale. Keep that plank pose, exhale. Roll your right frontal hip toward your left. Plug your left shoulder in the socket. Maybe lift the left leg. And then start to drive knee to left upper arm. And extend the leg back twice more. Knee to upper arm. It's hard, send it back. One more. Drive it forward. Send it back, but keep your hand behind your head. Plank, hand behind head. Keep the hand behind head. Dog. Just feel that left shoulder really working for you. Now set the right hand down. Yay. Good. Inhale, tabletop. Hover the knees. Lift the left heel. Breathe in. Step it down, warrior three. Twice more, inhale, warrior three. One more. Warrior three and pause. Find that chair tap of the calf. Halfway forward, warrior three. Keep that pyramid, inhale. Bend in your left knee, open arms twist, exhale. Take an inhale, exalt. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, exalt, go back. Cartwheel your hands down. Single-legged plank or set the foot down. Reach your right arm forward. Then chaturanga. Back up to plank, left arm forward. Pull the belly in. Chaturanga. Take it through, up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Ripple forward to plank. Come to side plank on your right hand. Take your bicep to your ear, hand behind your head, and then arm alongside your hip, hand behind the low back, or maybe higher. Reach it overhead, hand behind head, internally rotating, low back. Externally rotating behind head and stay. Elbow up. Keep hugging shoulder in the socket, plank. And then maybe right arm forward. And then inhale here. Right knee towards right upper arm. Inhale, sweep it back, hip extension, hip flexion, drive it forward, pull the belly in. One more, inhale. Drive it forward. Keep your left hand behind your head as you send the leg back and set it down. Exhale, down dog. Stay there, hand behind head, breathe in. Now set the hand down, breathe out. Just feel the heat, the warmth, the rotator cuff working hard for you. Take a full breath. We have one more set. Tabletop, inhale. Lift the right leg, and then step it down, warrior three. Step it back. Forward. Back. Forward, pause. Chair tap, inhale. Halfway forward, exhale. Keep that of the torso, arms, pyramid, inhale. Open arms, twist, exhale. Inhale, exalt. Tap, elbow to knee. Go back to exalt. Exhale, cartwheel hands, plank. Maybe single-legged, left arm forward, inhale. Hand down, chaturanga. Unless you want to do a one-handed, one arm, one leg chaturanga. Inhale, arm forward. I'm not doing that, I don't advise it, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Take it to plank. Let's open the side plank to your right. Left hand's your base. Take the arm overhead, hand behind head. Hand beside hip, and then low back. Hand behind head, and then sweep it along your side body. One more. So for this one, we're gonna pause with the palm turned back, and then palm to low back. So that internal rotation. Keep that kind of plank pose. Hug your left shoulder in the socket, roll your right hip toward your left, and then maybe lift your left leg and just hover it. Now for this one, take the leg out and in. And it's gonna challenge your hips a little more. Out, just skimming the floor, in. One more, out, in. Set the foot down, keep your right hand behind your back, and then go back to dog. Full breath in. Set your right hand down, breath out. Tabletop, inhale. Find a cow. Find a cat. Second and final round. Left leg, lift it, inhale. Step it forward. Warrior three. Take it back. Step it forward. Take it back. Step it forward and pause. Tap the calf chair. Warrior 3, arms overhead. Halfway forward pyramid, inhale. Bend left knee, open arms, twist, exhale. Inhale, exalt your crescent. Lean forward, elbow to knee. Little tap, inhale, exalt. Cartwheel hands, single-legged plank. Right arm forward. Hand down, chaturanga. Back to plank, left arm forward. Hand down, chaturanga. Back to plank. Take it to side plank on your right hand. Hand behind your head. And then behind your low back. Twice more. And then we'll pause there with the palm turned back and to the low back. Look down your right arm, square your hips, hug your right shoulder in the socket. Maybe just hover your right foot, stabilize. See if you can take the leg out, in, out. Tap it down wherever you need to, in, out. In, set the foot down, keep the hand behind your back, lift the hips for single arm dog, breathe in, set your left hand down, breathe out. Take a full breath there. And then bring your knees down. Either sit on your heels or child's pose. Maybe roll the shoulders a few times. And we're going to come back to a little more activation for the shoulders, the rotator cuff. Come back to tabletop there, downward facing dog. So step your feet in slightly. I'm going to do dolphin push-ups. So as we drop our chest towards our thumbs, I want you to bend your elbows out and then press to straight arms. Bend out, push to straight arms. So the crown of the head doesn't have to tap, but just work towards that. Keep hugging inner to outer shoulder. And see if you can soften the sides and the neck a little. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come back to dog. Drop just your left elbow down. Wing your right elbow out just like we did. Option there, just to drive your hips up and back and left ear in line with the bicep. Or step the left foot in and get a little bit of an opener for the hip as well. Lift your right leg, open the hip. You can circle the ankle. But then push the mat away through the left elbow so you feel stretch through the triceps, the lats, outer armpit area. Take another full breath. And then set your foot down if it's lifted. Lift the left elbow, second side. So just drop your right elbow. Keep the forearm parallel to the side of the mat. Wing your left elbow out. Keep both feet down. Or step your right foot in, open the hip. Push through your right elbow, draw your chest toward your right shin. Drop your head, relax your neck. So you're really going for that opening of the angle of the armpit. Right into those tissues there that literally connect your humerus into your shoulder socket. Take a full breath there. And then set the foot down, press back to dog. And then we're gonna take that little dolphin push-up, elbows out, but then hug them in. So now you're in a turbo dog. So the elbows and the forearms are hovering. It's gonna talk to you. It's gonna have a little conversation. See if you can just come back to your breath. Put more weight back towards your heels, even if they're lifted. Push the mat away with the elbows, even though they are lifted. And feel right under the armpit turn on, the side ribs. Gather your low belly. Maybe hover the elbows more. It'll be over soon. Breathe. Keep hugging your elbows in. Lifting the sits bones up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale. Straighten the arms, down dog. Nicely done. Bring your knees down. So let's find puppy to counter. I'm gonna use a couple blocks. You don't have to. This is just get you deeper into it. Or you can just walk your elbows out. I like the variation where you press your palms together and then bring your thumbs behind your head. So you can set them on blocks and then really feel the opening through the chest as well. So you're opening that outer angle of the shoulder. And then lifting your hips. Lengthening your waist. Just find a place that you can just drop into and soften. Slowly make your way out. Good. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your hands. Feet to hands, step or hop. Inhale, pull your front spine forward, hips back. Exhale, maintain that as you fold. Rise all the way up there. Inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, Vinyasa. Take a full breath. Inhale, look to the hands. Exhale, step or hop. Uttanasana. Fold forward. Come up for chair pose. Inhale. Drop your seat. Lift the sides of the heart. Hug your upper arms in the sockets. Inner biceps back to broaden the upper back. And then sit the hips down. Inhale, lift through the heart. Maybe gaze up. Exhale, sit a little lower. Inhale, reach the heart forward and up. One more, exhale, sit low. And then fold forward. Take an inhale, lengthen. Vinyasa. And then step your feet together. We're going to split hop to the top of the mat. So we'll do 5 of them. So find that same hugging of your upper arms in the sockets, almost like you're going to turbo dog here, really wrapping the triceps down. Shorten your dog a little and look forward, lean your weight towards your hands, split your legs apart, land the right foot down, and then step or hop back. Inhale as you split. Exhale, see if you can hover. So roughly 3 to 5 of them. From the sacrum lifting. One more. And then inhale, supported warrior 3. As you exhale, tap your left toes to your right heel and bow. And then put a bend in your right knee as you come up. Hands pressed together. And then lift up into a bent knee, warrior 3. Keep the right knee bent. You can fly the arms back or even clasp your hands. Stretch the chest out. Roll the inner left thigh up. Soften your right toes. Then start to straighten the right leg a little. Take a full inhale. We're coming to half moon. Just roll your left hip open. If you want to hover or bring right hand down, block your floor. But from your right hip into the socket to then roll your left hip and shoulder open. And then everyone, get your right hand down for your half moon. And then feel your left leg in space. I want you to pull your knee to your chest. So hip flexion. Good, now start to pull the knee away from you, but I want you to internally rotate it. Hip extension, knee down, heel up. So a bit of a mind bender. And as you pull it into hip flexion, externally rotate it. So knee up, heel down, pull it in. One more. Knee down, heel up, hip extension without moving that right hip or ribs at all. And then knee up, heel down, hip flexion, pull it in. And then just make big circles there with your knee for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, half moon. Start to bend in your right knee. And then take it back to reverse warrior. So stay here if this is a good place for you, or straighten your right leg, but just really milk this side body stretch. Get into that right side body. Lift your left inner thigh, regardless if your right knee is straight or bent. Take another inhale. Come halfway forward, side angle. Float your right forearm. Now moving with the breath. Inhale, reverse. Halfway forward. Inhale, reverse. Halfway forward. Warrior 2, inhale. We're going to take the right arm up, left hand back behind our back. And then spin on your right heel for skater's pose. Just come halfway forward there. If you can clasp your fingers, go right ahead. But get long through the spine as you draw your hips back, chest forward. And then lift your left shoulder away from the floor. Pull your chin a little bit away from your chest. And we're going to turn this into Skandasana. So just pivot on your feet. Release your bind if you need to as you sit your hips down. If you can keep your bind and want to, go ahead. And then you choose however you want to move here. Some days I like to play with folding forward between my legs. Some days I like to bind. But then lift your left quad so you can get deeper into that left hamstring. Pull the left heel underneath you and lift through the right side body as you roll open through the left. Take another inhale. And we're coming to frame the left foot on your exhale. Now bring the right knee down, left hand to thigh, stretch the right arm up, and then twist. So bring that elbow to the knee, this time creating that contact. From low, revolve crescent lunge, thumbs to heart, and then lift the back knee up. So if you want to bind here, go ahead. And keep working your left hip back. Drive the left shin forward. And then from the right inner thigh to the right side body, lift up to open the chest. Take one more full breath there. If you are in the bind, come back to prayer hands. Now lean the chest forward, lift the right leg, keep your elbow to your knee, inhale. And then tap the calf with the knee, float the leg, tap the calf, float the leg, tap the calf. One more, float the leg, tap the calf, and then stand on the left leg, crane pose. We're going to twist to our right, left hand to shin. You can straighten the right leg or keep the knee bent. But then see if you can lift the rib cage up as you reach your arms apart. Soften your gaze. Take one more full breath in. Keep the right leg forward, hip flexion, reach your arms up. Through warrior three to standing splits. And then here's your exit. If you want to work on handstand hops, lean the weight forward, elevate the shoulders, go up a few times. You can kick your heel to your butt. Or just step back, take a vinyasa. Down dog. You're probably going to feel a little something, something in that left side. Let it draw you back to the moment. And then come back to the breath. Good. Stretch your right leg up. And then step it between your hands. Come right to Prasarita. And then we're going to turn our heels in, toes out. Take an inhale. Look forward and walk your hands out. And then on your exhale, drop your hips back as you would just release your ears between your biceps there. Draw the groin back. Plug your shoulders in the sockets. And keep cinching around the waist so you really feel the low belly. Drawing to the front spine to lengthen the rib cage away from the front rim of the pelvis, creating space in the low back. Lift the inner arches of the feet. And then look towards your hands. Keep the legs, walk the hands under your shoulders. And then inhale, stretch your arms out. And then push into your feet to come up to horse. Interlace the fingers, lengthen the tailbone down. Take a full inhale. And then straighten your legs. You're going to turn on our feet to your left. So back to the top of your mat. And then tailbone down. Again, we're going to find a cow face arm. Right arm up. Left hand behind back. And then put a little bend in your left knee. Lean the chest forward. Think up dog in your chest. Rotate right ribs to left shoulder. And then exhale and fold forward over that thigh. And then take an inhale, put a little more bend in your left knee. Equally push your inner and outer left ball of foot to drag the left hip back as you fold. So you can really target more to the SI, outer hip, down through the hamstring. And the double bonus of coming back to the rotator cuff as well. And by all means, always use your hands, block or floor if it's just throwing you off balance. Take one more full breath. Now our left hand's behind our back. We're going to bring right hand inside the foot. Take your left hand to somewhere to that right hip. So you keep the half bind. Inhale, lengthen. And then I just want you to find Revolve Trikonasana, but keep this arm variation here. So you're not reaching your arm up, but rather steering the ribs to the left from the belly. Just by hugging your shoulders in the sockets, you can feel the rib cage extend forward. Again, soften your left toes, push through the ball of the foot. 3, lift the left quad. 2, and then step back to an easy twist. 1. Release that half bind there. And then we're going to turn onto the blade edges of the feet as you straighten both legs a little or a lot. So again, getting into that left outer hip area. Squeeze your thighs. So it doesn't have to be pretty or look anything like mine, but you should feel something good happening through that left side. Now, we're just playing around, and if you want to take an adventure with me, left hand somewhere on that back calf. You're on the blade edges of both feet, and then fold over your right leg. So your chest is pushing towards that ankle. Your left hip is pushing away from you. Maybe right hand to left calf. So it's like a double X. No hands. And it just helps you to get in a little deeper. If you don't find it purposeful, just don't do it. You always have a choice. Take another full breath. And then come back. Just take that leg up and back. Roll it open, maybe a wild thing if that feels good. And then Vinyasa, take it home. And then take 3 full breaths. If you need a little break in Child's, go ahead. Notice again the difference between the two sides. Those little details that make up the experience of being in your body. And come back to down dog. Step your feet together. We're going to start with those split hops again. So a little shorter stance. Bend your knees, ride the breath. Left leg lands every time. Step or hop back. Take 3 to 5. And then standing splits on the left leg. Inhale, lengthen. As you fold, tap your ankle with your right toes. And then float the right leg parallel, bend your left knee, hands together. Keep your belly on your thigh. And then push through the left heel to come up to warrior 3 with a bent knee. And you can clasp your hands there. Maybe straighten the left leg a little more. Pull the low deep belly in and up. 3. Roll the right hip down. 2. And then hug your left hip in for half moon. Any variation to start. Take a deep inhale, and then just come to half moon with the hand down. Right arm up or hand to hip, but pull the knee in, hip flexion, and then internally rotate. So knee goes down, heel points up. Keep that as you extend the hip without moving the pelvis or the rib cage. Keep the knee up, the knee down, heel up. It's a little bit of a mind bender. And then as you pull it back to hip flexion, externally rotate it. So the knee is up, heel is down. Internally rotate, hip extension. Try to maintain that. That's the hard one. Externally rotate, knee up, heel down, hip flexion. And then 3 big circles. Ooh, hello. Half moon, inhale. Bend your left knee, teeter totter back, reverse warrior. Stay or straighten the leg, you choose. Keep physically lengthening that whole left side. Take a full inhale. Bend into the knee halfway forward. Float that left arm. Inhale, reverse. Halfway forward. Inhale, reverse. And halfway forward. Warrior 2. And then left arm up, right hand behind the back. Spin on your left heel and then come halfway forward to skater's pose. So the feet are parallel, but the left knee is bent. Lift your right shoulder up. Draw your left hip crease back. Take a deep inhale. Coming to Skandasana, keeping that left knee bent. You might keep the arms as well. And you might fold or side bend, whatever you need most. It's the beauty of this pose. You can really tailor it to what you need. And hit so many good spots at once. And then come back up. We're going to take it to the right leg. Bring the left knee down. Inhale, left arm up, right hand to thigh. Twist, exhale. And then lift your left knee. Revolve Crescent Lunge. You can take a open arm or bind, or just stay hands to heart. And then bring your hands back to prayer. Now lean your chest forward. Lift the left leg. And then tap the calf. Float the leg back. You can tap the floor. Exhale, tap the calf. Twice more. Inhale. Tap the calf. Lengthen it back. Tap the calf. And then stand on the right leg. Come into crane. Hand to shin, left arm up, and then twist to your left. You might straighten the left leg, or just keep the knee bent. Take a full inhale. Release your left foot, arms up. Exhale, warrior three. To standing splits. And then you choose your exit. Pulling in from the center. Coordination with the shoulders, the legs, the hips. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot between your hands. And then come right up into warrior two to set up for prasarita. Bring your hands to your hips and then just fold forward. Slide your hands down your calves. And then inhale and lengthen, look up. Exhale and fold, maybe hands around blade edges of the feet. And then rock the weight forward towards the toes. Lift the shoulder, heads up. Drop the head. And then about 1 minute for you to explore any inversion or maybe a twist here if you want to take it back to horse. I'll give you just a little time to play. Take 2 more full breaths. And then from your forward fold, inhale, look up, hands to hips, and then rise to stand. Pivot to your right, step the left foot in. Can step the right foot out a couple of inches as you stretch your left arm up, find a cow face bind. Put a little bend in your right knee. Inhale, lift the ribs halfway forward. Inner outer ball of foot pushes the mat forward as you drag your hip back. Take an inhale, lengthen, put more weight towards the ball of the foot. And then try to fold right over that thigh. Just a little rotation to your right. And then send the breath into the back ribs, the kidneys, sides of the neck. Keep the back leg really active as well. And then lengthen out. Left hand down, but keep the right arm behind your back. Maybe seek out your left hip crease somewhere. Just setting up Trikonasana, but maintaining this. Lift the right shoulder head. Drag the hip back. Shoot the chest forward. Just notice what's going on with the neck, upper traps. Roll the inner thighs behind you. Take another full breath. Exhale slowly. Plant the left palm and just step the left leg back. Take your easy twist. Right arm up. And then just start to spin on the blade edges of your feet. Squeeze your thighs together. And then you might fold somewhere over that leg. And if it's comfortable, right hand to that left calf. But lift your right shoulder. Work your right hip away from you. Maybe left hand somewhere around that right calf. Keep lifting your right quad. Cinching through the belly. Extending the chest towards your right foot. And then gently left hand down, just bend into that right knee. Take it over for wild thing. If you need down dog first, go ahead. Take a deep inhale as you arc the heart up. And then Vinyasa. Good, like a wave, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, go back to dog. Ripple forward to plank. Exhale, take it back. Ripple forward to plank. And then Chaturanga to the belly. Point your toes back, take an inhale, cobra pose. Keep the pubic bone really anchored. Lift the low belly, chest. And then exhale and lower. Interlace your hands, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale for cobra. And then take your fist to your right. You can bend your elbows, maybe just lift your left leg as you look to your left. And then to center, forehead down. Lift up, bend your elbows, knuckles to your left hip. Look over your right shoulder and float your right leg up. Deep inhale. Center both feet down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Firm your belly. Inhale, float your chest. Float your knuckles. Float your legs. 3, 2. Keep that. Plant the palms. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left. Chaturanga. Inhale to plank. And downward facing. Take a full breath. Feel all the details come together here to make this unique experience so potent and powerful. Whatever your body is comprised of right now, it's entirely yours. And then drop your knees. So just take a seat. Come into Skandasana. And then sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders on the back body. And then stretch your left arm up. We're just going to take it off to the right, little side bend. And if you want, take it on an angle, about 45 degrees. And surrender the left hip. Really drop it down. Try to let your pelvis just be heavy. So you're enabling those tissues to let go, that we're just very active and supporting. And then come back to your side stretch there. Inhale. And then sit up and just switch which shin is in front. And then right arm up, side stretch to your left. And then off on an angle. Let your thigh bones drop. Take an inhale and just slowly make your way back to the side, stretch. And then exhale to sit up. And then just come to your back. And then lift your hips up, interlace your hands, come into supported bridge. Maybe it's full wheel, hands under shoulders. Just soaking up that new space. Tapping back into that energy. And then lower down when you're ready. Step your feet off of the mat and windshield wiper the knees side to side. It's massaging the sacrum. And then hug your knees in. Find whatever last shape you prefer. Before heading into Savasana. And clear the slate. Maybe an audible sigh. To tap into the natural breath. And a very conscious breath. Receiving on the breath in, filling up, softening on the breath out, letting go. please stay. Or start to make your way into a seat. And whatever part of the day you're at, just perhaps set an intention, something purposeful, positive, meaningful. May you move from that place. Namaste.